quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices, and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, LaCrosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. LaCrosse Lumber proudly Owens Corning Insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit LaCrosseLumber.com.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Love the introductions here at Louisiana for the Bulldogs as they get the spotlight on and really do it up. I begged for this for years at every school. Finally got it a couple of years ago here at Louisiana, and I absolutely love it. Time for our opening tip, brought to you by LaCrosse Lumber Company. Everything you need for your next improvement project is at a place really close to you. LaCrosse Lumber Company, getting the job done. Lights come back on, camera focuses, and we are ready for our LaCrosse Lumber Company opening tip.
I think you've made fun of me before for gasping every time the lights go off.
Yes, because you do it literally every time the lights go off anywhere. In the bedroom, lights go off.
I'm not a fan of the dark.
Yeah. Bulldogs are on the court. The Elsberry Indians make their way out. What's left of them, decimated by the flu once again. And it'll be Megan Hagemeyer jumping for Louisiana. Ball comes in from the far side, and our LaCrosse Lumber Company opening tip is in the air, and it's won by Elsberry, and they'll bring it up the floor for the first possession. Tess Weekly has been dealing with knee issues most of the season. Hasn't been quite as much of a force as she has been in the past. To the near side for Maddie Kinsler. Back to Weekly. Now into the far side for Kinsler again. She stops and pops from about 8 foot out and puts it in. Kinsler gives Elsberry the early lead. Now it's knocked away from Misha Campbell out of bounds. It's going to stay with Louisiana. And Rayleigh Burst to inbound. She'll give it to St. Clair and Louisiana with their first offensive possession. Let's get past to Kaija on the near side from the low block. She is blocked, and they call a travel against Kaija. And Weekly will bring it up the floor after the turnover. Tess to the near side. Through Martin to the middle for Claire Henry. It's taken away from her by Misha Campbell. Here's Rayleigh Burse. To Misha. Now for St. Clair. Oops, she traveled. Could not keep her balance. Lifted the back foot. 2 straight travels gives it back to Elsberry with 6:47 to go in the quarter. 2-0 game. Indians ahead. To the free throw line. Turnaround shot. No good. Tipped up in the air, and Burse is going to come down with it for the Bulldogs. Loses control. Saves it back in, but right to Elsberry in a 2-on-0. To the hoop, and in is Kinsler. She's got all 4 points. Here's Kaija Clark. Wild shot. Missed by a foot. Tracked down in the far corner by Martin for Elsberry. Up ahead to the hoop. Score and a foul. Megan Hagemeyer with her first 2 points. Not the starts that Coach Boyd wanted. I think Kaija can slow down a little bit and really help herself. 3-point play as the free throw is good. Now another steal. Here's Kinsler to the hoop and another 2. And a timeout taken. Good time for it. 9-0 run to start the game. We've only played a minute 54. We'll be back with more from the Jake after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours, and hometown service? Look no further than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Deb Olson. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fast start for Elsberry, Louisiana. Just take a breath. Start over. You're not that far behind. Burse ahead, knocked away from Campbell, and it's stolen by Claire Henry. And a chance for Elsberry to add to their 9-0 lead. Here's Weekly to the far side for Kaylee Martin. Corner for Kinsler. Her three ball is good. Take it from 9 to 12. And knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Bulldogs. 5:44 to play here in the first. So the flu doesn't look like it's affected Elsberry too much. Bounce pass for Rayleigh Burse. She takes it all the way to the far side. Now drops it off for Misha Campbell to Brianna St. Clair. St. Clair, bounce pass to Jasmine Burse. Now to Rayleigh, near side. Her three ball is good. Louisiana's on the board. Breaks that 12-0 run. So the lead back to 9 for Elsberry, to the near side for Martin. Into the corner. They try and dump it inside to Henry. Knocked away from her momentarily, but picked up by Hagemeyer, who scores. Into Jasmine Burse. Tamisha Campbell off the glass too hard. Knocked around. Ball loose. Kaisha picks it up, and she's blocked, fouled, and will head to the line. Kaisha Clark on the end of a good run for Louisiana. First shot long. Do love the new floor here in the Jake. Very nice. Second shot rims out, and the ball taken away by Elsberry. Here's Weekly. Long pass ahead to Martin. She was in too deep. They work it around now to Hagemeyer. She'll take the three, drop it about 2 foot short, turned into a pass to Henry, and she lost it out of bounds. They're going to say that Jasmine knocked it away from her. Bounce pass to Henry and stolen, but unable to corral the ball was Rayleigh Burse. So it's going to stay with Elsberry again. Hagemeyer near side to Kinsler, now to Weekly in the corner. She'll take the turnaround three. It's no good. And on the rebound, we've got a foul against the Indians. Foul's going to go against Henry, her first, team second. Jasmine had trouble with it. Rayleigh picks it up. Her bounce pass to Misha Campbell. She goes off the glass, no good. And Tess Weekly the rebound for Elsberry. Weekly trying to go coast to coast, hits the bottom of the rim and draws a foul. That'll draw Caitlin Glow off the bench as Jasmine Burse picks up her second. And the shot's long for Weekly, and they'll make the change. Also into the game, Tyra Henderson to replace Claire Henry. Second shot for Weekly. That one goes down. And it's 15-3. Now a steal by Henderson. Ball knocked around, picked up by Rayleigh Burse. So the Bulldogs get it back. Over to the far side. That shot is good for Misha Campbell. far side, Weekly tried to get it to Hagemeyer, knocked away to her, or from her, and now stolen by Rayleigh Burse. She drops it off for Kaisha Clark. Back to Rayleigh. She'll drop the three. It's offline. The rebound picked up by Hagemeyer for the Indians.
Louisiana's going to have to start doing some rebounding. They have one shot, and Elsberry's picked them off every time.
Ball almost stolen away by Campbell. Gets it to Martin, now to Weekly. Bounce pass for Henderson. To the near side for Kinsler. Her shot's good. Here's St. Clair with it. Bounce pass, tried to get it to Glow, knocked away from her, and we're going to have a foul on Caitlin Glow, I think. Yep, Glow going to pick it up. So that spot in the lineup has produced all three fouls for Louisiana. 2 for Jasmine and now 1 for Glow. Lob pass to Henry back into the ball game. Gives it to Weekly. Her shot off the glass was cut too fine, and Glow the rebound. And she'll drop it off to Rayleigh Burse. Lob pass to Misha Campbell. Her shot over the rim and knocked out of bounds by Elsberry. It's going to stay with Louisiana with 2:31 to go in the quarter. Burse gets it to St. Clair. Her turnaround shot blocked right in the hands of Claire Henry. From the baseline, trying to feed it inside. Somehow it got through to Claire Henry, and Elsberry will restart. 2:10 to go in the quarter. Shot from the baseline. That one goes down. Boy, tonight, Maddie Kinsler cannot miss. Kaisha Clark to Brianna St. Clair, now to Rayleigh Burse. Get it inside to Glow, off the glass and in. Caitlin Glow. Weekly across the line, Mary to the near side for Martin. Skip pass back to Weekly on the far side. She'll drive, knocks down Glow, no call, and scores. Campbell puts it up and in. Misha from the far side, nice 8-footer. And it's an 11-point deficit now for the Bulldogs. So after that 9-0 run, they really haven't fallen that much farther behind. They just have to make some headway. Here's Martin on the side to Kinsler. Maddie back up top. Now inside for Henderson. Ball knocked away by St. Clair. Nice play by Brianna defensively. Here's Kaisha Clark, and she travels. She's having trouble setting that pivot foot. Her second travel called tonight. To the far side for Kinsler. She's going to pop another three. This one's long. Chase down in the corner. And back to Weekly. Weekly kicks it back. That's Josie Horn. Ball taken away. Oh, nice getaway there by Kaisha Clark. Can't hit the shot, but it's tracked down in the corner by St. Clair and then knocked away from Weekly. It's going to stay with Elsberry. Kinsler. Shot blocked and taken away. Glow blocked it. Now a three is good at the buzzer. Kaisha Clark. Maybe that's the jolt that the Bulldogs need. After one, it's an 8-point game, 20-12. We'll be back with second quarter action after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
The
Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your kids. Working with Bowling Green and Clapham schools to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Ryan Pitzer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. We're at work while your athletes are at play.
Check on the scoring with Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Feeds, Hasker on DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com.
All right. Well, Maddie Kinsler things for Elsberry with 12 points. 5 for Megan Hagmeyer and 3 for Tess Weekly. And for Louisiana, Misha Campbell has 4 points. Kaija Clark and Rayleigh Burse each have 3, and Caitlin Glow has 2.
And that big buzzer beater from Kaija Clark to end the first makes it an 8-point game, and now a foul whistled against Elsberry. Both these as far as scoring. That's why I wasn't incredibly by a 9-0 start. Off the inbound, that shot. Warming matchup. They're already in the tunnel, dressed out and ready to play. .350 to play here in the third quarter. Here's St. Clair to Burst, now to Glow. Turnaround shot and a travel. Yep, she never put.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you're talking to the
to go in the third. So we again. Back up to Josie, to Tess. To Horn again, now to Kinsler. 4 seconds to
advertisements alone.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. With an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at PCMH, and I work closely with our primary.
Because Elsberry was getting called for those in the second quarter. Now a steal by Weekly. And she goes to the hoop and scores. And this thing is just gotten out of hand. Here's Clark. And you can't get it all back on one possession, so take your time. You've got 7 minutes. And a foul whistle against Elsberry.
And I know the foul trouble, that changes your play up. And Misha Campbell and Jasmine Burst got in foul trouble early.
Second foul on Claire Henry. Here's Kaija to the hoop. She had to force it up or else get called for the travel. Just going too fast, trying to do it all on one possession. That ain't going to work. Here's Weekly, and she scores. Tess Weekly turning it on here in the second half.
6 in the third quarter, and she's already at 6 here in the fourth.
Into the corner for Rayleigh Burke. Tamisha Campbell, and another foul on Claire Henry as she took down Misha.
That'll be her third.
And this was a 5-point game about 4 minutes of game clock ago. Up to 18. Rule put that one wide. And the rebound taken by Hagemeyer. And they let Rayleigh have about 3 swipes.
Yeah.
So where's the limit? Here's Hagemeyer. And Misha going to get called for the foul.
That's going to be her 4th. 9th team foul.
And it'll send Megan Hagemeyer, the 5'10 junior, to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. Last 1-and-1 for Elsberry, and she misses the first.
Did she say she was shooting or something? Oh, Coach Carrie Koch now is showing her little technique.
Well, I'd say she should listen.
And
Carrie was very successful with that technique. Oh, another steal. This one up to Hagemeyer, and she can't hit. On the rebound, a foul going to send Kylie Kinsler to the line. So Madison Kinsler with the steal, and Kylie Kinsler ending up at the line. And that is the end of the night for Misha Campbell, and she is not happy. Not happy at all. And Coach Boyd sits down next to her and gonna have a little talk. Try and calm down her sophomore. And the first shot's no good. Just over 2 minutes gone, and it's a 20-point game here in the fourth. That's unbelievable. Louisiana just 5 points so far, make it 7 in the second half after that floater by Kaija Clark. Cuts the deficit to 18. You would have thought the team dealing with the flu bug would have been the one fading in the second half. There's another 2 for Kinsler. Back to a 20-point lead for the Indians. There's Lindsay. Her shot's good. Kayla Lindsay. Her first 2 tonight. 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Oh, nice pass down to Weekly. She can't finish. Gets her own rebound, and she does finish this time. Back to a 20-point lead for the Indians. And a timeout taken by the Bulldogs. 4:52 remaining in the fourth. 53-33. Elsberry leads the Bulldogs on TribCast.
Hi, this is Christine Rutherford of People's Bank and Trust in Bowling Green. At People's Bank and Trust, we don't think our responsibility to the community should end when we leave the bank each day. You see, at our community bank, we volunteer for many charitable organizations and civic activities, as well as cheer on our hometown teams. Pride in our community is important to us here at People's Bank and Trust. Come see us at one of our convenient locations, Bowling Green, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, or Elsberry. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
TribCast coverage of high school basketball is brought to you in part by Spring Valley Accounting Services, Lynn's Heritage House, Orff Construction, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Cole Chiropractic Center, and by Dieter Sign Company and T-Shirt Shop, Hayden's Motorsports Center, Penrod Real Estate, Bowling Green Lumber Company, Airco Convenience Centers, High County Title Company, and by Mid-America Auto and Towing. More high school basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
That shot short, but a foul called, and that gets some Bronx cheers from the Louisiana players on the court. As Jasmine Burst will go to the line. Foul was the second on Megan Hagemeyer. And the shot was flat. She'll get another. And the second shot off the back iron and out. Here's Weekly on the rebound.
Double-double for Weekly tonight, easily. She led the team in rebounds.
Yeah, she
leads the team in points.
I'd like to see her assist total, too. She may have pulled the triple.
It could be. I can't keep track of everything.
We need to get you an app.
And then somebody to run it.
Yeah, right. Then you'll have all the stats. Saved in again. That's the second time that's happened to Rayleigh in this one, where she saved the ball right to a clean path to the net. And that'll be it for Jasmine Burse. Her fifth, second Bulldog to foul out. And Misha pats the chair next to her and says, "You can sit next to me." And the shot is good for Tyra Henderson. Coach Bibb made the game tonight. I see a lot of Bobcat players over there too. Both shots good. 55-33. Off the fingertips of Sensabaugh, out of bounds back to Elsberry. Nearing the midway point of this fourth quarter, and we may end up having a running clock.
Just doesn't seem possible
No.
after the first half.
And this game was
It just got out of control all at once.
tied at the half. That shot no good. Ball knocked around. And
Oh, nice
Elsberry going to
job.
keep it. Henderson is good.
Boy, that's some eyes by Tess Weekly.
Yeah, I think she may have pulled the triple tonight. Over to the far side. Rule tried to get it to Burse and comes out the other way, and we're going to have a foul against Elsberry.
It's going to be the third on Megan Hagmeyer.
And into the ball game comes Anna St. Pierre, the 5'9 senior for Elsberry. She'll replace Hagemeyer. Kaija Clark, floater, good. I love that shot.
13 points now for Kaija.
And they're going to empty the bench at the next whistle. Elsberry is. Here's Weekly to the hoop and in. Doesn't get easier than that for Tess Weekly. Kaija back to St. Clair. To the floor. Ball taken by Henderson, and wow, got it to Kinsler from her knees. 2:45 to play, and a timeout taken by Elsberry so they can empty their bench. 59-35. Ellsbury on their way to beating the Bulldogs on TribCast.
Mary, you're glowing gold. I know. I joined the Fuel Rewards program and got rewarded with instant gold status at
Refill every day.
5 cents a gallon? Wow.
And gold is all the rage this season.
Oh, yeah.
Get rewarded with instant gold status at Shell. Join the Fuel Rewards program now at fuelrewards.com/gold. Restrictions apply. Active gold status required. Introductory offer valid for 6 months after activation. Limit 20 gallons at participating Shell stations. See fuelrewards.com/gold for full details.
Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex are committed to offering sincere and caring service in your time of need. Family owned and operated since 1946, Ryan V. Bibb and Lori Smith know how important a personal touch can be. Their goal is compassionate service with dignity and respect, uplifting and comforting. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Visit online at bibbbeach.com or call 324-2211 in Bowling Green or 384-5555 in Silex for more information.
Off the timeout, Anna St. Pierre with a basket. Makes it 61-35. Ellsbury. Here's Kaija Clark. Gets it back to Rayleigh Burse for the three. It's offline. Put back. And Rule goes off the glass and in. Faith Rule. 2 minutes to play in the fourth. We've got the court-warming coronation coming up after this one in a extended post-game show. Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast post-game. Hey, did I mention next week we've got the Bowling Green tournament on TribCast? 22 games.
That's right. That's our marathon.
That's the yearly test of our marriage. 22 games.
While we both work other jobs.
Yeah, right?
Oh. This year, Olivia's getting in on the mix.
She's ran camera before.
Oh, well, I know that, but this year she gets paid. And
oh, yeah?
and she has question after question about just what is this? How much am I getting paid?
Yeah.
And how many games am I doing? She's already apparently has a purchase in mind.
I really, it's takeaway by Rayleigh Burrs. She goes in one-on-one on Henderson, and Henderson got the block, and now a foul. Who's it going against? It's going to be some Louisiana foul shots coming up. A 1-and-1. Foul is the second on Anna St. Pierre. And the shot is short for Brianna St. Clair. So St. Clair fouled by St. Pierre. 48 seconds to go. Shot almost void-locked by Josie Horn. It always looks like Josie Homa on my sheet.
Yeah.
Makes me want to sing.
I have to use a sans serif type of font.
Shot short and out of bounds. Have you ever seen a ball actually stay up on that little ledge there?
I have not.
I'd like.
Well.
It has.
Make it.
It has to happen organically. They just can't set it up there. It can't be staged.
I had never seen a Voigtlock before, and then Chuck was telling me that there was this word, Voigtlock, and of course, you know, words are kind of interesting to me. Mm-hmm. And it was interesting that I didn't know a word. And then at night we were doing a game, and there it was.
Enough, yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
10 seconds to go. I know our conversation is riveting, but it'll come to an end here in 7. Let Rayleigh get away with the travel. Henderson the steal, and she won't get a chance to score. Tynesha runs out of time, and Elsberry defeats Louisiana 61-37. We'll be back with the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more prescriptions under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the Square in Bowling Green, and Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check. Save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Cindy Blaylock will be there for you. 201 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Online at cindyblaylockagency.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check.
Advantage in athleticism.
Oh, definitely.
Tip brought to you by the Cross Lumber Company, getting the job done. Mike Kelly hands it near side for Trevor Anthony. As very deliberate are the Indians here on their opening possession. Kelly gives up his dribble, now drops it inside. All the way back out. Here's a 3 from the top. That's no good for Garrick Hill. And the rebound pulled down by the Bulldogs. Here's Francis. And he's fouled right off the bat by Nathan Reed. It's good to see PJ out there for the court warming ceremony, the now retired King. And Sammy Henderson as well. A travel called against Michael Francis. Hill to inbound for Elsberry. Nice step there. Took it across the line by Derek Taylor. Garrick Hill kicks it back out to Mike Kelly. His three over everything, and now a second foul on Nathan Reed. Back-to-back fouls against Reed to start this ball game, and he's going to check out, replaced by Steven Bodecker. Michael Francis to bring it up the floor for Louisiana. Into the corner for King. Pulls it back. Derek Rich. Nice.
Coach consisting of social workers, spiritual counselors, home health aides, and volunteers. We provide respite care for family and loved ones and offer 24-hour-a-day access to a hospice team. Pike County Hospice reduces financial stress on families and provides bereavement care to loved ones.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Before the start of the second quarter, let's get a check of the scoring with Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
All right, for Elsberry, Garrick Hill has 6 points to lead things. Derek Taylor has 4. Jake Reimel and Trevor Anthony each with 2 points. And for Louisiana, Zach Harrison leads with 6 points. Richards has 3, and Dalton Oberhaus has 1.
Now they're going to say King pushed off. He'll pick up a personal.
Be the 4th for Louisiana.
Did we get through all the scoring?
Yes.
All right. It's brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of Hartford. Akey and Ken Feeds ask. But that one was legit. Yes. Legit. Or is he?
I'll take.
Okay. Here's France to Harrison. Back to Oberhaus for Louisiana. Over to the far side. Harrison. Cut off. He'll hand it to Remy Feldworth. Now to Francis. Kick it again. Here's Ellsworth for too high. And clotheslining his own man is Oberhaus. And finally a foul whistled. We're all friends here, boys. A 1-and-1 coming for Zach Harrison.
Is that again? Yeah, that was the 3rd for Jake Reimel. So 2 Elsberry players with 3 fouls.
And the shot is no good in the second, but Oberhaus gets the rebound and scores. Dalton Oberhaus makes this a 1-point game. Here comes Derek Taylor for Elsberry. Taylor, head and shoulder shimmy. It's Reimel now near side for Bodecker. He'll take it back up top over to the far side for Reimel. 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Here's Garrick Hill. Ow.
Uh-oh. Garrett's hurt.
The foul goes on Bodecker, his second. And let's see. He hit the first one. And that, a little tweak may get him going because he hasn't had the most productive half of his career so far. Second shot. Over to the far side for Reed. Now for Kelly. Up for Anthony. He thought about the 3. Drives in a little bit, cut off. Down to 2 seconds. Here's the 3 at the buzzer, and it's good. Nathan Reed gives Elsberry a 27-24 lead after the opening 16 minutes. We've reached the state TribCast halftime here from Louisiana. Back in a minute with more on TribCast.
B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170. B Automotive, 1401 Business Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Shucard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, Fertilizer, Chemical, State Batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality one-punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
It's time for the State Farm Insurance TribCast half. Brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Shucard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to the Jink. We played two corners, 27-24. Elsberry leads on the buzzer beater by Nathan Reed there at the buzzer to make it 27-24. Pretty much what you'd expect from a Louisiana-Ellsbury matchup.
9 lead changes in the first half.
Yeah, pretty good movement, back and forth ball movement.
The difference really is this free throw shooting.
Yeah.
Ellsbury 5 for 5. Louisiana has left 6 points on the table. They're only 6 for 12. And it was looking more dismal than that. They went 100% there toward the end.
Yeah.
Where Zach Harrison put 2 in and Derek Richards hit 2. But up till then, it was
they hit 5 out of their last 6, didn't they? So,
yep.
Yeah, but for a while it depends on who you foul. You know, Garrick Hill looked unimpressed by anything going on around him, but he was impressive. He's just got that smirk on his face, and I know it drives people crazy.
Yes, it's a swagger thing.
I don't know if it's swagger or just,
attitude.
Yeah, that you don't impress me type look that he gives. It's really worked well for him here around the area. I bet he's not really well liked outside his own locker room, but it's fun to watch. That's for sure. And then they've moved the ball around. They've been very deliberate. Elsberry has really used their perimeter to just kind of lull Louisiana sleep a little bit, and then they back in and get the easy two points.
What surprises me is the rebounds. Louisiana, my numbers aren't exact, of course. My points are, but rebounds and assists and things, I keep them as well as I can. But according to my numbers, Louisiana is right there with, if not ahead. According to my numbers, Louisiana's actually out-rebounded Elsberry, and you would think with such a height advantage, Elsberry should control that statistic. But Louisiana, with their speed and the fact that they're hard workers. And,
again, it comes down to that free throw shooting. That's been the difference in this game, and that's where Elsberry rebounds is off of missed free throw shots. And
we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, equal housing lender.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
how important athletics are for your kids. With an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at PCMH, and I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, we strive to prevent, diagnose, and treat a wide variety of injuries ranging from sprains and fractures to heat stroke and concussions. In addition to sports coverage, we offer impact testing for head injuries as well as athletic enhancement for those athletes looking to get a step ahead of the competition. Rest assured, we're at work while your athletes are at play.
This is the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Here to help life go right, State Farm is there.
And we played 2 quarters. Let's take a look at the scoring, brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, A.K. and Ken Feeds, Ask-Grown Account Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com.
All right, so it was Elsberry.
Don't look exasperated at me because I didn't turn on your microphone.
Well, if you want to run a broadcast, do it right. So it was Elsberry that, and it was late, I think, in that quarter. Or no, it wasn't. They outscored Louisiana 14-10, and then it was Louisiana edging 14-13 in that second quarter. And for Elsberry, it's Garrick Hill leading things with 9 points. Derek, that Garrick and Derek thing really throws me. I can't imagine trying to do it play-by-play. Derek
well, if
Taylor,
you're going to do it right.
Derek Taylor with 8 points. Nathan Reed with those 2 3-pointers in the second quarter, won a buzzer beater. He has 6. Jake Ryan.
Elsberry. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
TribCast coverage of high school basketball is brought to you in part by Spring Valley Accounting Services, Lynn's Heritage House, Orff Construction, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Cole Chiropractic Center, and by Dieter Sign Company and T-Shirt Shop, Hayden's Motorsports Center, Penrod Real Estate, Bowling Green Lumber Company, Airco Convenience Centers, Pike County Title Company, and by Mid-America Auto and Towing. More high school basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
Mary, you're glowing gold. Joined the Fuel Rewards program and got rewarded with instant gold status at Shell.
And I save 5 cents a gallon on every fill every day.
5 cents a gallon? Wow.
And gold is all the rage this season.
Oh, yeah.
Get rewarded with instant gold status at Shell. Join the rewards program now at fuelrewards.com/gold. Restrictions apply. Active gold status required. Introductory offer valid for 6 months after activation. Limit 20 gallons at participating Shell stations. See fuelrewards.com/gold for full details.
Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road. Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green.
Yeah, always pay attention. Here's Francis. Over to the far side for Ellsworth. And the shot is blocked, and King will head to the line. And the shot's good for King to make it a 2-point game.
So now 3 Elsberry players with 3 fouls. Well, I'll check my book, but
we'll figure it out.
I know if Chuck Branstetter were here, he would say, April's book is generally right.
Yeah. It'll sort itself out.
Yeah.
Here's Hill to Ant there.
Richards has several steals in this game.
King off to Francis, now to Ellsworth. Green, that one's good. Back-to-back praise for the King. And a timeout taken by Elsberry. 5:23 to play here, third quarter, 32-27. Bulldogs lead on TribCast.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex are committed to offering sincere and caring service anytime
time of need. Family owned and operated since 1946, Ryan V. Bibb and Lori Smith know how important a personal touch can be. Their goal is compassionate service with dignity and respect, uplifting and comforting. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Visit online bibbeach.com or call 324-2211 in Bowling Green or
threes from Zach Ellsworth and put the Bulldogs ahead. In the backcourt, and a steal by Francis. Stolen back by Taylor. Here's Bodeker with a spin move on Michael. Another spin move. Ball goes to the floor, and it's taken away by Richards. Gives it to Ellsworth, and he's blocked big time. Anthony about twice his size. We played 3 minutes here in the third quarter.
Holy majoli, I can't keep up with everything.
It happened. Just write it on one page and happened on the other. And there's Hill off the glass and in. Ellsbury's first points in a bit.
It's the first one to go into double digits for Elsberry. Hill now with 11. First 2 points of the third.
Here's Francis, and he's fouled. And that's going to be on Bodeker as well.
I think maybe I did give him to King. I guess it was me. It can't always be right.
Oh, I was saying they did that. Who knows?
In my book, he would have had 3.
Here's Harrison off the glass and
nice.
In. Zach Harrison.
Harrison now with 10 points.
Hill. Taraimo back in the ball game. Working against Ellsworth to the baseline. Kicks it far side, and he's out of bounds.
And Elsberry racking up the turn. That was the second foul on.
Bodeker rimmed out the.
On Derek Taylor.
Foul shot. He gets one more. And the second one does fall.
I'd say that was the first miss for Elsberry as a team.
And should be Elsberry ball, right? Yeah. If there's a technical.
Mm-hmm.
Into the backcourt for Hill. Long hoop and score, isn't he? Yeah.
Dummy. Oh, oh no. Oh, poor kid.
Timeout taken by
I don't even know
Elsberry.
what to do with that. How do you score it? I guess he gets the points, doesn't he?
No, he does not. It's the last Bulldog, which would have been Derek.
Derek, okay.
We'll take a break while we figure that out. 36-30. Louisiana leads on TribCast.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the square in Bowling Green. Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
How about this? I'm going back to the old NBA saying, I love this game.
And that's his 4th. Whether he likes it or not,
Bodeker can't believe it.
You know when you're driving really fast and it feels really awesome, and then I think that's what that play just did, was like, all right, we've got to get a little more under control.
Yeah. Goes a little crazy, and then you end up doing like 10 360s.
But you're still on the road. And you still have a 9-point lead.
Generally still on the road. Sometimes facing the wrong way. Sometimes scoring on the wrong basket. Here's Taylor. Couple of good moves back to Garrick Hill. Over Harrison to cut the Louisiana lead to 7.
That's the first time they've scored since the ouchie.
Now, I'll feel bad if it ends up being a 2-point Louisiana win.
Well, I don't know if I'll feel bad, but
Off the glass. Oh, he returned the favor there.
That was a beautiful play.
Quickly back the other way. 3-ball in and out for Kelly. He's been snake bit tonight. 9-point Bulldog lead. Here's Derek Richards. Reimel out on him.
Now this is swagger. What Louisiana is displaying right now, that's swagger, especially Derek.
Yeah. You can do the loud clapping. Just don't turn toward the. This could end up being a lot like the girls' game with Louisiana this time running away in the final half. Second shot. He hit them both.
I mean, it was a stone cold start from.
For Louisiana, timeout on the floor. 33.8 seconds to go in the third on TribCast.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Ellsworth out on him. Hands it to Reed over to the far side. Knocked out of bounds by Derek Richards.
Who's having a lot of fun out there tonight.
I think he is. A little too much there for a moment or two.
That's all right.
Yeah. 19.2 on the clock here in the third.
That only cost him a point on the technical.
Yeah.
Elsberry gifted him too.
We've got another foul. This one's on Richards.
That'll be his second.
On the floor. 18.3 to play in the quarter.
Just the second team foul for Louisiana.
Bodeker to the far side for Reed. Nathan will pull it back for the last shot, it appears. Now Oberhaus goes out to greet him. Now to Bodeker. He's going to take the three. It's short. Hill, the rebound, and he scores. That'll do it for quarter number 3. 43. Start of the fourth quarter. Let's get a check of the scoring from Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Aki and Ken Feeds, Ascro and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com.
All right. For Elsberry, it's Derek Taylor with, Garrick Hill. And Derek Taylor
or 15.
Derek Taylor has 10. 6 for Nathan Reed, 2 apiece for Trevor Anthony and Jake Reimel, and 1 for Stephen Bodeker. And for Louisiana, it's 12 points apiece for Derek Richards and Zach Harrison, 9 for Zach Ellsworth, 5 for Isaac King, and 5 for Dalton Oberhaus.
And Dalton Oberhaus has 7 now because he just put 2 more in. Checking the scoring from Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Here's Hill, and he's fouled. King going to pick it up, I believe.
Yep.
As Garrick will head to the line to shoot a pair. And getting ready to check back in is Zach Harrison.
And that should be 3 on Isaac King. All right.
And he missed the first.
That's just the third team foul for Louisiana. Elsberry was 5 for 5 at halftime, 6 for 7 at the line, and boy, missed them both there. They went cold.
Yeah, the two teams have switched their free throw shooting performance, and another 2 for Dalton Oberhaus.
9 points now for Dalton.
47-34. 45 seconds gone here in the fourth. Here's Bodeker. Back to Taylor. Taylor can't hit, but he'll head to the free throw line. Lost the rebound. His putback's no good. Ball goes to the floor. It's tied up. And it'll go to Elsberry. Good work, though, by Richards.
Yeah, that was really good work.
To not get the foul.
And good work by Dalton Oberhaus. I mean.
Yeah. I think Dalton would have been better served pulling back out and just resetting the offense. But you don't think about it. You just see that hoop.
Right, you just act.
Here's Garrick Hill. He's back across the line again. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. To Hill at the free throw line. Back to the hoop. side for Kelly. He puts up a tray. That's off the mark. But the rebound picked up by Bodeker, then stolen by Derek Richards. And now he's fouled.
And just say the 8th team foul, but just the first, amazingly, on Garrick Hill.
I think he was pretty close to getting the second one after he committed that.
Really? I was looking down, counting things.
I read his lips, and half a word came out. Yeah.
Oh.
Derek missed the first one, so he doesn't earn the second, and Hill gets it ahead to Taylor. To the near side for Kelly, now to Reed. Free throw line, steps around his pick. I mean, literally walked around his pick. Here's Taylor against Remy Feldworth, and knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the final horn here from the Jake. Here's Reed. His three rims out. Ball knocked in the air. Good job by Anthony. We're going to have a foul against the Bulldogs. Foul start.
Oh,
and
on Derek Richards. That's 4 on him.
And the Bulldogs, 47-39, 4 straight points there for Derek Taylor. We'll take a break, come back with more fourth quarter action. 5 minutes remains on TribCast.
This is Kim Gam, RN, Certified Diabetes Educator and Coordinator of the Pike County Diabetes Counseling Program. Diabetes self-management education is designed to help understand the disease and learn to manage it. Our nationally recognized program provides quality education and covers all aspects of diabetes management, from basic to advanced skills. For more information, contact the Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice at 573-324-2111.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-410-8170. B&B Automotive, 1401 Business Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Uh-oh. Steal on the inbound, and we're going to have a foul on Francis, I believe.
That'll be his first.
And more foul shots coming, a 1-and-1 for Garrick Hill. Taylor.
Derek Taylor, yeah.
So it must have been away from the ball.
And 50% from the line.
He has missed a chance for a three-point play. And he's short on this one. And the rebound picked up by Dalton Oberhaus for Louisiana. Into a double team, gets through that. And he's fouled as he makes it across the Bulldog at center court. And that's going to be.
Jake Reimel,
yeah, is that 4 on?
Team's 9th.
It's like you knew what question I was. Felderworth replaced by. And he'll pull back. Back to Ellsworth. Zach will hand it to Michael Francis. Francis to Ellsworth. Midway point of the fourth quarter. Francis with it for the Bulldogs. Pull back out. Drop it off far side, and he's fouled.
Oh.
So he'll head to the line, Francis will.
That's 4 on Nathan Reed. 10th team foul.
So Reed checks out.
His fifth.
Yeah. So he's done. Nathan Reed finishes the night with what?
That's right. He had those 2 3-pointers at the end of the second quarter to put, including the buzzer beater, that put him up 27-24.
Francis hits the first.
Yeah, that's Michael Francis's first point of the night.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
And he'll stay at 1 point. Likes his jersey number, doesn't he?
Evidently. I'm number 1.
Over to the far side for Kelly. Back up top for Trevor Anthony to the near side for Hill. Turnaround shot. Glass it in. Good power move, Garrick Hill. 5-point game. Francis trapped in the backcourt. Momentarily got across the line. Now he's fouled.
Oh, come on.
Kelly.
That's his fourth.
He can't believe it. 3:37 to play, and Francis back at the line. Double bonus time.
These are going to have to start. They're going to have to start making them.
First shot, good.
Good job.
6-point lead.
13 for 22 so far. That's too many points on the table.
Second one,
nice
good as
job.
well. The lead is 7. Over to the far side for Hill. Garrick has it almost stolen by Zach Ellsworth. It'll stay with the Indians with 3:28 on the clock.
Louisiana has to keep doing things like that. It frustrates them, but they don't pick up any fouls doing it. Play clean.
Anthony back to Hill. Now to Kelly, near side for Bodecker. Over to Tank on the far side. Back for Bodecker. Kelly on the near point. Up top. And walking with it was Anthony, but he'll get some free throws.
Yeah, that's going to be the final, fifth and final for Isaac King.
So King fouls out of this contest. And coming back in the ball game. So
Isaac finishes the night with 5 points, 3 of those from the free throw line.
And both teams in the double bonus. Anthony at the line, and his first shot way too hard.
This is the first trip.
And it's back to a 9-point lead for the Bulldogs as Derek hits them both. He'll on the defensive end.
Say Louisiana back to doing well. Free throw. They just
2:11 to play. Oberhaus gets it into Francis in the backcourt. Back to Dalton.
Uh-oh.
And they're going to call the carry there. He got it stuck on his hip is what happened. He may have gotten away with a little bit there, but.
Well, I was just watching him fall down.
Yeah.
Got a little tripped up on his feet. I was just glad he went down.
Late for Louisiana from that free throw line. Here's Taylor with it. Into the corner for Bodecker. He puts up the 3. Stephen Bodecker. That's why hitting your free throws are important. Now a foul on Kelly.
That'll be his 5th.
So he's done. He doesn't know he's done yet. Oh, yeah. So he's replaced by Reimel. So we found out what Elsberry is doing with all those extra players. Francis hits the first free throw.
Francis has been lights out for the past 5.
You don't say that before his next shot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I always do that.
Yeah. He was stronger than you this time.
That's right.
Here's Reimel with it for the Indians in a 10-point game. Minute and a half to go, and
Well, it's being called pretty tight all the way around.
Yeah.
That's the second for Remy.
So Feldworth picks up with a minute 31 on the clock.
Both teams passed 10 team fouls long ago.
Yeah. And Reimel misses the first. Remy will be replaced by Derek Richards. Reimel, one more shot. And this one is good. I thought it was going to hang up there and fall in. It fell off instead. Francis finds some room, kicks it near side. They're going to burn some clock. Here's Ellsworth to Oberhaus. Gives up his dribble, now gives the ball up to Michael Francis. He pulls back. Louisiana very good at killing clock. Over to the far over to the far side for Richards to Ellsworth. Back to Derek. Whoop. Good spin move. To the near side for Oberhaus. Bounce pass for Ellsworth. 55 seconds to go, and here's Francis. Back to Harrison. Over to Ellsworth. Crowd into this one. And finally a foul on Reimel.
That's his fifth.
So he's done. Third Indian to foul out of this ball game after Reed.
He finishes the night with 2 points.
And they're going to bring in number 22. Do we have him somewhere in the archive?
Yes.
Oh, it's Gabry Hill. It's another hill. Another hill to climb. And the first shot is good for Richards.
I can't get over. Such a rough start, and now
they rise to the occasion, don't they?
Very much so.
Wish they wouldn't dig themselves holes, but they rise to the occasion. Second shot, good as well. 49. Continues to confuse me in men's basketball. I guess anyone can beat anyone on any night, right?
Indeed.
Down to 5 seconds to go. Here's Oberhaus. Over to the far corner, and that'll do it. 61-49, Bulldogs win this one. We'll be back with the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame after this on the Tribune.com.
Well, we're still a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Ramsey Dickerman will be there at 503 West Highway 54 in Vandalia. Online at ramseydickerman.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high ready mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, La Crosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and at reasonable prices and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours, and home?
It's time. Bowling Green Ready Mix post game. Brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction. Your high quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
What a ball game. A lot of fouls, a lot of shots. Boy, and a 61-49 Louisiana victory to split the night with Elsberry after the Elsberry girls defeated the Bulldogs earlier. So this one, it's a tale of two halves, really. I mean, Louisiana did just enough to stay close through the first two quarters. Didn't hit their free throws a lick over the first 16 minutes.
Exactly. 6 for 12 after the first. And then they hit four more. They went perfect in the third quarter, 4 for 4. Improved to 10 for 16, ended up 24 for 33.
So let's, before we get to the scoring, let's get our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game in here, and that would be the king, Zach Ellsworth. See, he's got to be crowned again. I like that. Big third quarter for you. I'm gonna get my cord out of here, but talk about the turning point in this ball game. when you guys started hitting your free throws, it seemed like Elsberry did, and I know there was a lot of chatter out there. There was a lot of banging out there. How was it to be a part of that, be on the floor for a game like that?
I mean, they play physical defense, and, I mean, just the third quarter whenever my shots were pretty close to and my coach was like, you got to start hitting shots. I was like, all right. So he ran the play to me, and I hit my shot, so just got me going.
You hit 3 big ones in the third quarter. That quarter turned a 3-point deficit at the half into like a 10-point advantage before the end of that quarter. So I thought threes were pretty big.
Yeah.
Well, this is a big night for you. You're king.
Yeah.
And your player.
They did a much better second half, and I thought the kids played hard, so it was good.
I saw possibly the smartest play I've seen in quite a while there. Late, Derek had just picked up his 4th foul. You couldn't get him out because they inbounded too quick, and he is flying in. Derek Richards is flying in for a rebound, probably going to pick up his 5th foul, and Michael grabs him by the arm and throws him pretty much off the court. It doesn't get much smarter and more aware of a game situation than that.
Yeah, I agree. If he would have got a 5th, we'd have kind of been in trouble a little bit. But, they just love to play basketball, man. They're a fun group to coach. They practice hard. They play hard. They give you everything they got. So,
talk about the player game a little bit there. Zach Ellsworth, he's always the smallest guy on the floor, but he plays like a madman. He's always in there searching for rebounds on the floor, and boy, it doesn't get much prettier than when he's open for a three-pointer.
I agree, man. He's a kid that, he's undersized. He's kind of got that short man complex, a little feisty feller, but, he works on it all the time. There's nothing he doesn't want to do. He definitely doesn't want to let the team down. So, yeah. He's constantly working on it, and I'm so happy for him. Obviously he don't get a lot of the limelight because we got some other guys that are pretty good. But
well, those threes were the turning point in this game.
I agree. We talked about it at halftime. Talked about guys stepping up and shooting with some confidence, and he did that. So that was awesome for him.
I think that's the first wrong way basket we've ever had on TribCast. That was something, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was. I don't know if I've ever coached where that's happened, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so, he came in, he was confident, He's like, how am I so open? But, it happens. You hear about one or two a year on SportsCenter or something, but we may have to turn this one into him.
Well.
It was, I would have only felt bad about it if they lost by 2. Yeah. But since you guys pulled away there at the end, you can smile about it.
Well, I'd say all the points that he scored, he owed us too. So we'll take that too.
Well, congratulations. Pretty confident going into Bowling Green tournament next week?
Yeah, we're starting to play hard. Guys are, Mike is starting to look a lot better after coming off his big injury. He's like, Coach, give me the ball at the end. I said, all right, there you go. So he handled it real well. I don't know. We just keep talking about being consistent, and I think they're playing hard and they're doing the right thing, so it was good.
All right, we'll see you next week, Coach.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
That is Coach Matt Smith here in the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. Let's finish up the final numbers here from Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. For Elsberry, 2 points for Jake Reimel tonight, 4 for Trevor Anthony, 4 for Stephen Bonecker, 6 points for Nathan Reed. You got 15 for Derek Taylor and 18 for Garrick Hill. 18 in the positive category, 2 in the negative category for Garrick tonight. For Louisiana, you credited those points to Derek Richards, so he finishes as the top scorer with 17. Zach Harrison with 14. Zach Ellsworth, our player of the game, with 9 points tonight. Dalton Oberhaus with 10. 5 points for Isaac King and 7 for Michael Francis. There's your scoring. Your final numbers here as Louisiana wins this one 61-49. All right, Bowling Green tournament coming up next on TribCast. Starts Monday afternoon, and it should be fun. 22 games. We'll have the full schedule posted before the end of the weekend here on thepeoplestribune.com, and it's always fun to see everybody at the Invitational, 93rd annual. I've been around for about 18 of them or so. Has it been that long? But that starts Monday here on TribCast, and we'll see you then. So for April Froelich, Mark Froelich saying good night from the Jake on thepeoplestribune.com.